Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we will be priming the panels for the Fiesta ST. So I've just moved the car out of the way so we've got enough space to work in. I think today we will be priming the front and back bumper as well as that tailgate as well. I don't think we need to prime with the bonnet and the skirt. Is that right, Z?
Yeah, the bonnet's alright, you don't need priming. Skirt's alright, it's prepped for paint.
Yeah, so it's just two bumpers and the tailgate as well, guys. So I think we'll start the video by wiping all the panels down, getting them nice and clean, then we can lay down the primer as well. We do need to drop the shutter because there's a lot of crap coming in from outside. If you look on the floor, you've got loads of leaves and all sorts of litter from outside. So we're going to have to drop the shutter, give this area a little clean, maybe lay something down like a plastic sheet. You guys are probably wondering why we're actually priming the panels inside the workshop. Well, the reason for that is because the spray booth that we use, the guys actually closed early today. He told us to come tomorrow, but the thing is, guys, we cannot wait, for tomorrow because we're trying to work on the 63 as well. So we don't want to waste too many days. So today, what we're going to be doing is priming the panels inside the workshop. Hopefully, when it comes to the painting of the panels, we'll do that in the spray booth. But today, guys, we want to make sure we get the panels in primer. So yeah, that's the reason why we're actually priming here. Anyways, we are going to cover all the other panels for the 63. We're going to cover the car itself as well. Whatever's going to get overspray, guys, it will be covered. Because we don't want to be getting overspray on the 63 or any of the panels that go on that car. So Z, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so we'll start off by getting the bumpers in the middle. We'll get them on the stands. So the only things, obviously, as you mentioned before, is we're only priming the front and back bumpers and that tailgate. Once we've done with the bumpers, we'll put them to a side, get the car back in, dry it, and just prime up that spot right there. You can see, then we should be good to go. Yeah, guys, so let's get cracking and let's get them bumpers in the middle on the stands. So yeah, both bumpers placed on stands now, and also we masked this area right off here. It's actually difficult to get to once you got overspray on there, so I've just done this side and the back side right here as well, as we're going to be priming the areas right there. Also, the front bumper is all ready. It's been panel wiped and blown down, so that's all ready to go. We've also done the AMG, just masked it all up so we don't get any overspray on there. As well as that, the floor's also been masked off as well. So we got a sheet on there to stop any dust from coming up, number one, and number two, to stop any overspray from touching that floor paint. So let's get on with it and start mixing some paint. So I've got my primer mixed inside the gun. It's not your normal gun, it's more of a smart repair gun, but I like using these on small jobs. The bigger guns obviously for bigger jobs. So let's get started, guys, and let's start getting some primer on.
Right, so both bumpers are in primer now, so we're just going to wait for these bumpers to dry. I think once these bumpers are dried up, we'll bring the Fiesta back in. So Z's over here, he's had a bit of a fail with the guns. As you guys saw, he did have a little gun at the start, and then towards the end of the clip you saw him with the bigger gun. So what happened there, Z?
So I started off with that small gun, and it started spraying quite thick. And when you start putting thick primer on, and when it dries, it gives you like a really bad orange peel, and it's harder to actually rub down. You have to spend more time rubbing it down. So I had to change guns and use the bigger gun, so it gives a nice thin layer, and that way when you start rubbing it down, it'll be nice and smooth as well, rather than using the small one. So that was a bit of a fail. So we'll wait for the primer to dry, we'll put the bumpers to the side, get the car in, and just finish off that spot repair that we got on the tailgate.
Right, so Z's giving it about 2 coats of primer on the tailgate, so we're just going to let that dry. Same for the bumpers as well, guys. 2 coats of primer, and yeah, we're just going to let that dry, and then we'll come back tomorrow to actually sand them all down. Anyways, he's over here having to clean up 2 guns instead of 1, so he's got twice the headache. I'll bet you regret doing that now, don't you, Z?
Yeah, for some of you guys actually do painting, it's a nightmare cleaning 1 gun, whereas I've got 2 guns to clean.
So Well, what are you using to clean guns? That substance you got?
So this is same thing. It's gun wash thinners.
Yeah.
So this is our gun wash thinners, and this is our standard thinners that we use in paint and lacquer. So they are different. So you can't just use this gun wash thinner in paint.
Okay, so it's a different type of thinner.
So it's always good to actually keep your guns clean. If they're not clean, they won't perform as they should.
Yeah,
we are looking to get another gun. For some of you guys actually do painting, just drop your comments down below on what paint gun we should actually get.
Guys, so it is the next day and the primer is nice and dry. So I've got both the bumpers on the stands and I'm taking the car out as well. So I'm about to start nibbing down the primer and getting it nice and smooth and getting it ready to paint. That took me a bit of time to do, but it's finally done now. So I'll rub down all the primer, and if you look carefully on the bumper, you'll see all the excess primer on there. So what I need to do is basically blast that with jet wash, get rid of all that excess primer. So yeah, the panels will be pretty much ready for paint. So hopefully tomorrow we can paint the panels. I used 800 grit to rub down the primer, and it's done a very good job of it. So yeah guys, the next step is to basically blast these panels down with the jet wash. Once I've done that, we'll come back tomorrow and hopefully we can spray the panels. So it is the next day guys, and as you guys know, yesterday I was prepping the front and back bumper and the tailgate as well. So that's all ready now. Zio's actually painting the inside of the bonnet, if you could just show them Z, and the skirt as well. So those panels are pretty much done, but we do need to paint the outside of the bonnet as well. So today what we're going to do is paint the outside of the bonnet, the tailgate as well, and both front and rear bumpers. So yeah guys, what we'll do is we'll take the car down to the booth and we'll see you there. Alright, so quick update. So all the panels have been spread out, so Z's got easy access to every panel when he's painting. So right now he's just finished off mixing the paint. He's tack-dried all the panels down, wiped them down with pan wipe as well, so they're dust free. Obviously we have to wet the floor to prevent the dust from kicking up and sticking to the fresh paint guys. So Z's over here right now, and I think he's about to lay down the paint. Is that right Z?
Yeah, everything's all been panel wiped and tacked down. So pretty much ready to go with the paint. I've got my gun ready and I got my mask ready as well. So let's get it on and start giving it a coat of paint. So I got my lacquer mixed in the gun and also have a backup lacquer as well. So once that runs out, I'll go straight back and there'll be a cup ready. So everything's all been set up now. All we gotta do is just give it a quick tack drag and start laying down some lacquer.
Right guys, so we finally got the car in paint. All the panels are pretty much painted now, so I think what we'll do is we're going to let the panels set overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll start assembling the car. But for this video guys, we are going to end it there. Hopefully in the next video we'll start assembling this car. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. And I think tomorrow or the day after you guys will be getting a 63 video as well, so stay tuned for that. Anyways guys, thanks a lot for watching. Follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuild, and we'll see you guys on the next video.